How to run your first coaching session. So, you put your hand up to coach kids football. What were you thinking? It's like buying the self-assembly wardrobe. It seems like a good idea at the time, until you get home, open the box, and look on in dismay as the hundreds of similar-looking parts spill out across the garage floor. Coaching kids can be similar. Unless you're organised, you run the risk of having the kids running around like the parts from the wardrobe. This video is designed to help you, and like self-assembly instructions, if you approach coaching step by step, you're well on your way to helping the team win their own World Cup. Your role as the coach is to ensure your sessions are engaging, inclusive and fun, while at the same time helping the team develop their football skills. First things first, check the field where you're going to train. It should be well lit, free from debris, away from the road, and should pass the common sense safety test. Is there someone with first aid experience to help out? Don't forget about the weather. Be sensible. If you're uncomfortable, the kids definitely are. Avoid storms, snow, and heat. How many kids are you expecting? Do you have a list with their parents' contact details? And do they have yours? There's always a parent who's running late for the end of session pickup. Don't forget tools, balls, clean bibs, and cones to mark out any exercises. When it comes to coaching kids, there's either play or there's structure. The more you prepare, the better the structure of the session, and the more they'll learn and the more fun they'll have. Experience tells us that the best sessions have a beginning, a middle, and an end. Or in other words, a warm-up, a practice, and a game. People like to know what to expect, and kids are no different. Get the team together and quickly tell them the session is going to be split into these 3 parts. Be flexible and plan on approximately 10 minutes for the warm-up, 15 minutes for the practice, and 20 minutes for the game. Clearly define the area where the session will take place. The coloured cones come in very handy at this point. Once you've briefed the team, you can now introduce the warm-up. This is your chance to be creative. Split the squad into teams, run relays, try races with the ball and without the ball. Make them walk or run backwards. Mix things up and encourage everyone to get involved. Your aim is to get them thinking, get them moving, and have them smiling. Have 4 or 5 exercises in your pocket. Vary them, keep them short, and focus on the fun aspect. Once the warm-up is done, have a quick drink break and then move on to practice. This is where you can introduce the team to a range of football exercises. You don't need to reinvent the wheel. There's a complete curriculum of practices on the Football Australia website, ranging from beginner to advanced. Make sure you encourage lots of touches of the ball by each child and keep the practice area small. Remember those self-assembly wardrobe instructions? They're designed to make your life easier. Start with the beginner practices and build on these each week as the team improves. For each practice, explain what it will help them learn. Keep the messages simple and repeat them. It's no different from good communication in the workplace. Now for the game. Mix the team up, pull out the bibs, and mark out the pitch. The key here is just to let them play. No coaching. This is your opportunity to observe. Before they start, remind them of the practices they've just completed and ask them what they think they should be trying, given what they've just practiced. Now step back. Don't referee. You're there to observe, facilitate, and encourage. Remember to swap ends at half-time too. It teaches them to shoot into the other net. At the end of the game, have a brief wrap-up. Ask the team what they enjoyed about the warm-up and the practices. Finally, ask about the game. How well did they think they used what they actually practiced? Then thank everyone and offer high fives all round. Sounds straightforward? It should be. However, like everything in life, things go wrong. Think back to that wardrobe. You get down to the last instruction and that last piece of timber just doesn't fit. If things don't go according to plan at any point in the session, let the kids keep playing while you think what you can change. We call this Change It, and it's a useful video in its own right. So, what type of session would you like to run? A session that the team and you enjoy, or a session where the nuts and bolts are spinning and rolling all over the garage floor? Remember the framework. Set up by ensuring you have a safe place to train and check you have all the tools you need. Outline the session for the team so they know what they'll be doing. Have a fun warm-up before you move on to the practice aspect, and then introduce a game. Make sure you wrap up by asking what they've enjoyed. And if things don't go according to plan, be prepared to change it for the next session.